Hi, this is Pastor Jan, Burlington Spring Grove United Methodist Church, and today I am enjoying the afternoon at the Fort Madison Central Park in front of the beautiful bandstand that's recently been renovated. There's so many beautiful places that we can go to spend quiet time, to spend time with God, to spend time with friends and being healthy. I don't get out physically much because I don't walk well, but my friend Kathy encouraged me to meet her here at Central Park where we could walk, and there's a lot of benches and picnic tables. So you walk a little bit and you sit down on a bench, and then you walk to the next bench, and then you walk to the next bench. And so it was a way for me to get some exercise and to enjoy time together without totally wearing myself out and saying, I can't do this anymore, I have to go home. So I think it was a great way to plan so that we can do what we can and still enjoy the things around us. Today I wanted to talk about something that came up a couple days ago. My daughter, Sierra, was talking to a little friend of hers, a young friend of hers, 14-year-old, and she was getting ready to order some stuff. So she asked the girl if she had anything she needed. And the girl said, well, no, there's nothing I need. And so Sierra was like, okay, so that was it. Talking about it later, we got to thinking what a mature 14-year-old this was. Sierra asked, is there anything you need? And her response was, no, there's nothing I need. She didn't immediately barge into, but there's some things that I want. And I don't know, when I was 14, I sure would have. And I thought that's really a good testimony, good witness to learn from a young person to be that mature. I just loved it. I remember many times people confusing wants and needs. And when my kids were growing up, I would say that a lot. Mom, I need to do this. Well, is it something you really need, or is it something you really want? And even as an adult, it is so hard to distinguish between the two. I'm gonna tell this story. I hope I don't get in trouble. When my son was a lot younger, grade school, in the summertime, he found this really cool pair of high-top sneakers that he really wanted. Well, money was tight, and so I said, well, we're gonna get you new sneakers when school starts, so just wait for that. Oh, he really, really wanted those high top. Mom, I need these. Well, no, you don't need them, you want them. Tried to explain the difference between wants and needs. So eventually, before school started, my son got a really bad problem with his toe. Went to the doctor went to treat it. He looked at his foot, he looked at the shoe, and he said, Mom, this wouldn't be so bad if this child had shoes that fit. The shoes are so tight that it's really, messed up his toes. And my son said, well, I keep telling her I needed new shoes. I assumed that he wanted, not needed. My fault. I should have asked more questions. Took him to the store to get new shoes, and I asked the clerk, that was back when you actually had a clerk measure your feet for you, and I said, how bad is the shoes that he has, size-wise? And he said, the shoes that he's wearing are 2 sizes too small. Talk about feeling like a bad mom. I was so sure that he wanted those shoes just because they were cool and everybody else had it, when he was being honest and said when he needed it, he needed it. So since then, I have really worked on myself to not only recognize the difference between needs and wants in my own life, but to recognize it in the lives of my children, in the lives of my grandchildren, in parishioners and friends, what is needed and what is wanted. So I guess today I will leave you with that. I know I've been kind of rambling, but my thoughts are just kind of all over the place today. But I will leave you with the fact that God promises that He will provide for our needs. He will provide for everything that we absolutely need. But we need to recognize that that doesn't include the wants. We need to recognize the difference. And if there's things that we want that God's not providing, perhaps there's a reason we shouldn't have it, or perhaps He's just telling us that if we want it bad enough, work for it. So I will leave you today with the request that you please think in your own life, in the life of your families, the difference between wants and needs. Give your needs to God. Work very hard to do whatever He tells you to do to be provided for those needs. And work on not wanting as much stuff as we normally do. Let's focus on our needs and the needs of others, and use our excess time, our excess energy, our excess funds, and let God use us to provide for the needs of others. So until Sunday on Facebook and YouTube, and next Wednesday, I will say goodbye, and then I will get rid of this little spider that's crawling on my arm. So be blessed, be a blessing to others, stay safe, and know that you are loved by God, and not only will He provide for your needs, but let Him use you to provide for the needs of others. God bless.